video 2, getting off the hump and getting it right. I don't know if the angle's right. I don't know if we have it bad. I'm trying to get it right. I can't even get myself centered in the frame of this. Sorry, I'm using, my camera has a monitor attached to it so I can use the back camera. And so I can see like the best side of me. At the park with my daughter because I was supposed to shoot this earlier. I got a little distracted and then decided to go home and just get it done when I get home. And now I can't even figure out this camera angle and I'm so like off with this. Oh, there it is. Sorry. The things that distract you in this life are not what you expect it to be. It's the things you don't. But I have resigned myself with the knowledge that I will continue recording these videos and playing my part in the conversation. Because how can we have a conversation if I don't participate? But going through growth. I spent the better half of this week in rest. I shot my last video on a Thursday. This is Saturday, the next week. Sorry about that. But my body shut down after 12 hours, which my pastor had warned. Go rest, even if it's just 15 minutes a day of quiet time. And I have been doing my 15 minutes a day of quiet time, but I ended up having to do a full shutdown. My stomach ran by Tuesday. By Monday, I just thought it would be a little tired. You know, I don't like Mondays, so I like to rest on them anyway. And I thought that's all that would happen. Sorry, I have to check for the Tiny because she likes to move in the park. So I had thought that Monday would be the only rest I would need. And by Tuesday, my stomach ran. By Tuesday, it was clear that God needed me to do a shutdown. But I'm thinking, Wednesday, Thursday, we'd be back on it. By Thursday, I knew for sure that week was a goner. Please note I had a lot of work to do. I still have a lot of work to do, and it'll get done. It will. But I definitely needed the rest. Sometimes you, as a Christian, you get so comfortable with doing all the Christian work you have to do, and you just keep powering through, and you don't understand. It's something like 12 hours when it's not my norm anymore, right? I did grow up in situations where I prayed a lot, did overnight prayers, stayed in the church overnight, did all of that as a child. And even up into my, 30s and 40s, earlier 40s. But I haven't been doing that regularly. 12 hours is only once a year at my current church. And sometimes you get to forgetting that your body can't adjust to things the way you're used to it adjusting. It can't just take the hike with you the way you're used to taking that hike. And sometimes, you've got to, not sometimes, you need to give your body rest when you push it beyond its regular point of pushing. Like that fallacy of Energizer bunny that the American culture expects you to have and be is a fallacy. Don't be lost in it. Don't be a sheep to it, and recognize and take the break when you need it. I get it. Some of you work at 9 to 5s and if people only knew what goes into recording a video. Oh my gosh, we're on the 5th try now. First of all, the mic was not working. I was saying a whole lot of good, juicy stuff, but there was no mic. If my daughter hadn't come by, I would have recorded the whole thing, not knowing you couldn't even hear me. Oh, life is too funny. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use my back screen. So the back camera is your best camera. Not like looking good. Well, not even looking good, just the best camera, right? So, because HD is better with a good camera. So the problem is this is horrible. I shouldn't do this again. I took my daughter to the park and I figured we're going to record this video because I was supposed to do earlier, but stuff happened. I was just like, you know what, let me just get home and I'll shoot it later. I'll take her out and we'll get it done while I take her out. So she didn't want to come out. That took a minute. All of that, whatever. We're finally here, right? After 5 takes of this video, a mic set that here's the thing about me. I've been knowing I needed to do these videos so long. I have so many gadgets. And right now I have a book bag. Every gadget has a bag. There are 2 bags I have that carry equipment. One carries my camera all the time. I just try and leave my camera always in there. That one also carries, I also own a amazing light, like real badass, like I could compete with any camera person type light. Hold on, I'm also trying to find a good angle to be at. Okay, there we go. I think this is good. I also have a tripod. Don't mind me. This whole video is being shot by me holding my phone because I'm trying to be inconspicuous at the park with my daughter. And there's a birthday party here and a lot of people around the park. And I need to get this done. I thought of putting up the tripod and being in a corner at the park, but there's no real corner. And there are only so many benches at the park. To people who develop parks, put more benches in. We parents like to sit. I know you don't want us to, but we do need to sit. Put benches in. Stop playing. That state of Illinois or anywhere, let's be honest. I go to other parks outside of my state, put benches in, damn it. So yeah, then I started recording a really good video. Oh, so good and juicy. And I was using my AirPods for it. Turns out the mic on my AirPods right now are not good in a playground full of lots of noises. Apple can't catch it. These are old school. They were first generation. I like old school headphones because they fit my ears better. The new age one have those little white bubbles in them. My ears can't stand that stuff. And so when Apple created these were the first Bluetooth that my ears were gonna be cool with. And sorry, I just got a text message. I got the watch on. The watch is from Temu. Oh my God. So I bought one of those cheap ass watches from Temu and was like, nah, I don't believe this thing's gonna work. But so many good comments said it would work. But my son, who's in tech, software engineer, just graduated fresh, loving it. That boy was like, Mama, that stuff is cheap because they're going to mine your data. And so it's cheap because they're mining your data. And I'm like, damn it. But honestly, Apple's mining my data too. So whether I pay $200 and something, it's still gonna be mine. But honestly, I would prefer it in the Apple family because then I know those people keeping my stuff to their marketing ads and their inside closed net. It's a little better. There are more rules to Apple's mining than some random individual company that I know not much about. They do have an app. The app functions really well. I had to connect the app for the first time. I've had this watch for almost a year now, but I finally had to connect the app today because I noticed the time on the watch was different from the time on the phone. And I was like, I can't be doing that. And so I finally connected the app. And when I connected the app, then I discovered that he ain't right about this mining thing. These people most likely might be doing that. But either way, it keeps my oxygen level, it keeps my calorie counts, it does all the good stuff the other expensive watches do. But now I know that they're cheaper because they're mining your shit. You making the money, so they don't need to charge you as much for the product because you more money in the long run than you spend on them. Food for thought. Anyways, I had a list of things I wanted to talk about today. I'm hot, so we may not talk about all the things on that list. This is me. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Today I went to Inner Healing and Deliverance. It's not Inner Healing and Deliverance the way you all know it to be, or the way even I knew it to be growing up. Why is it when you want to record that you get all the freaking messages that weren't coming before you started recording? So Inner Healing and Deliverance is, I went to one being done. My church, our Inner Healing and Deliverance pastor happens to have a business called, my brain will come back. It's in my notes, but I can't turn the notes because I got the screen on this side, so I can't use all this tech. And they still don't tell you it's best to just write your stuff down and have it on a piece of paper. Damn it, I do. There are no notebooks in this bag because my phone is my note taker. There is a pen in this bag. I always keep a pen in this bag. But there used to be a notebook at one point. Why did I even take that notebook out? I don't even remember. But I'm gonna put it back in because I'm gonna need it. Things I'm learning, shooting these videos. If you're new to YouTube, if you're trying to shoot YouTube videos, some things to consider. Keep a notepad, bring a pen with you. in case text not working the way you want it, or you can't multitask, or it can't give you all the things you want, and for some reason my nose is running. I do have allergies. They're not bad enough to take allergy meds. I do wash my nose neti pot style, old school, every now and then, but lately it's been really running, and I probably need to do a neti pot session. But I'm one of those, as much as I love that neti pot for what it does in terms of cleaning your nose, that process of having to let that water go through your nose, I have to self-control to not let myself drown in the water. And I know many of you understand what that means. Some of you never used the neti pot because you're too afraid you're gonna drown. You're not gonna drown. And as I learned the hard way, even when you screw up, you just push the water out of your nose. I mean, your body's pretty capable of a lot of things, people. Don't be so afraid of things that you don't even try it because you've in your head ruled it out. At least I'm bold enough. Every now and then I try something crazy. I may be bold, but I still have limitations. Let me not lie. Let me say that too. I'm vain, and my vanity brings limitations. Like I was talking on the way to Energizer and Deliverance with a friend who is my ride-along buddy. And we were talking about my vanities, and I was telling her that I love motorcycles. They look so pretty to me. And I would have ridden one and been a motorcycle rider. Only problem was that I noticed that a lot of people who rode motorcycles, their skin would like stretch and it wouldn't be taut. And not just was there, sorry, I'm looking for the tiny. She playing in the park, and I still gotta be a mommy in the middle of doing all this. And I noticed their skin wasn't taut in their face and in their arms a lot. Even the ones that did have some taunt to it, there was still some wiggle room to that skin. And I'm vain. Remember, I started that conversation that way. So I had to rule out motorcycle riding. That, and then option 2, why I had to rule it out, is motorcycles have a lot of accidents, and accidents are deadly or scar like huge portions of your skin where they have to replace huge portions, or you burn on fire and things like that. Again, my vanity side said chick no, so that ruled that out. But I do want a Vespa, but I just ruled that out today. Here's how. In that conversation with her, we ruled out the Vespa because a Vespa can't pack into a book bag that you carry and then change your transport along the way. So if I decided, like I'm in the city and I decide I want to get on a bus or get in a car with somebody, or if I wanted to walk up a bunch of stairs with the Vespa, someone can steal that shit. You leave it there, it may not be there when you come back. But the scooter, you put that on your back. You go inside church, you go inside wherever, and nobody's stealing it. Again, my vanity and my overthinking shit. But we cool, it worked out, we figured it all out. Well, my child, the loudest child up here. But yeah, that's how things work out. I probably should bring the mic closer to my mouth. Things you think about along the journey, right? I just didn't want people seeing me with a mic so close to my mouth, but whatever at this point. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. So, that was that. Let me go back to the inner healing and deliverance. So,